Operas, plays, musicals. One thing these all have in common is the essential need for technical theater. Technical theater is the backbone of what happens behind the stage. And now, let's first overview what material we'll be going over today. Firstly, we have the different parts of tech theater and how they put a role into the stage. Next, we have the history of tech theater and its evolution has been. And next, we have how they might work together and how they bring in or how they create a stage and play. So now, let's first move on to lights, which is a vital part of the stage, which it can set the tone and also set the mood of the stage. Similarly, we have sound. Sound also helps setting the mood of the stage, but also works on putting the mics on actors and making sure there's no screeching sound and making sure there's equalizer. They do this by using a soundboard which has an equalizer, mixer, and also a volume stabilizer. So, and then next we have costumes. Costumes are an essential part of what happens on stage, and also they they take a lot or a lot happens to them behind the scenes. For example, they try to make materials out of non-reflective lights, so it wouldn't reflect into the audience's eyes and it wouldn't hurt the presence of the scene. Next, we have stage director. One might say the stage director controls everything, but I would disagree. The stage director does put most of the decisions, but of course with the influence of the professionals of their area. For example, light might influence how they feel the tone of the mood and how they feel they might like or how they feel the scene. And of course, all the influence goes to the stage director. But you know, okay. And of course, Eaton.com talks about all this, which also goes more in depth into what a stage director is, who creates who creates the set, which is set designers, and of course, everyone puts in a part, but set designers are what happen or are what creates what happens on stage. Next, we have the history of technical theater. First, here we have an example of a Greek stage. This stage is a proscenium and it has an audience surrounding the stage. So they use sound by having an orchestra on the right side and the left side, and also use the sunlight as their light source. An example of how they would use light is they'd use mirrors to reflect light on stage, so they would have some sort of control of the area. Next, we have candles. Candles came to be during the Renaissance era, which used animal fat and oils for it to have a long-lasting period of time. And around 100 candles would be used for Shakespeare plays, which is a lot of candles. And this would keep stagehands busy, moving and relighting all the candles so it wouldn't go dark. And this gave the opportunity for plays to happen at night. And of course, we have the modern era. The modern era uses light boards and speakers and YouTube videos, like here, where they use a light board to control all the lights, which could include a spotlight, uh, ERS light, and a cyc light. All these lights have many uses, but I'd like to go into cyc lights. Cyc lights at the school, or for example, at the school, have the ability to change color and have the ability to have effects. Okay, now we can go how these all come together. So they all complement each other and put a role into one another. The stage director helps put everything or helps them work together, and without one part of the stage, uh, it could create an unbalance in what happens. Okay, and now let's conclude this by going over the material we've gone over today. First, we have the different parts of tech theater: lights, sound, costume design, and directing, and stagehands. Next, we have the history of tech theater, which we have the Greek era, Renaissance, and also the modern era. And next, we have how these all come together and combine to form a play and opera. Thank you.